Cartier's marketing team has a strange problem. They actively don't want to be found by everyone. In fact, their internal motto is, if we're easy to find, our prices will drop. Now, this flies in the face of everything you've been taught about marketing, doesn't it? We're told to cast the widest net, reach the most people, maximize our visibility. But what if I told you that the world's most successful brands do the exact opposite? Stay with me for the next 8 to 12 minutes, and I'll show you how exclusivity marketing can transform your business, why saying no is your most powerful marketing tool, and the counterintuitive strategies that luxury brands use to create demand by restricting access. You'll learn how to apply these principles to your own business, regardless of your industry or budget. The Cartier paradox. Let me tell you about Cartier's marketing strategy. When you walk past their boutiques, you'll notice something peculiar. No bold window displays screaming sale, no sidewalk signs advertising their latest collections. Many of their stores don't even have price tags visible from the street. This isn't accidental. Cartier understands something fundamental about human psychology. Scarcity creates value. When something is difficult to obtain, we want it more. When it's exclusive, it becomes a status symbol. But here's where it gets interesting. Cartier could easily flood the market with their products. They have the manufacturing capability, the global distribution network, and certainly the demand. Yet they choose not to. They deliberately limit production, carefully control distribution, and maintain an air of exclusivity that keeps their margins high. Brand desirable. This is exclusivity marketing at its finest, and it's a strategy you can adapt for your own business and every business, regardless of what you're selling or where you sell it. The psychology of exclusivity. Why does exclusivity work so powerfully? It taps into three fundamental psychological drivers. First, there's social proof through scarcity. When something is rare or hard to get, our brains interpret this as a signal that it must be valuable. Think about it. If everyone could easily access something, why would it be special? Second, exclusivity satisfies our need for status and identity. Humans are tribal. We want to belong to groups that elevate our social standing. When a brand creates an exclusive club, customers aren't just buying a product, they're buying membership into a secret community. Third, there's the principle of psychological reactance. When we're told we can't have something or that it's only available to a select few, we want it more. It's the same reason why members-only signs are so effective, or why limited time offers create urgency. But here's what businesses get wrong. They think exclusivity is only for luxury brands with premium prices. That's not true. Exclusivity is about mindset, not price point. So let's talk about the no strategy. The most powerful word in marketing isn't yes, it's no. Every time you say no to the wrong customer, you're saying yes to the right one. Every time you turn down a project that doesn't align with your vision, you're strengthening your positioning in the market. Let me share an example with you from my clients. I once worked with a consultant who was struggling to raise their rates. They were saying yes to every project that came their way, working with anyone who would pay their fees. And the result? They were seen as a commodity, not as a specialist. We implemented what I call the qualification filter. Instead of pitching to everyone, we created a rigorous selection process. Potential clients had to meet specific criteria before they could even book a discovery call. We limited the number of clients accepted each quarter. We introduced a waiting list. The transformation was remarkable. Within 6 months, this consultant had doubled their rates and had a 3-month waiting list. The exact same service, but now positioned as exclusive and therefore more valuable. So now let's talk about the velvet rope effect. And nightclubs figured this out decades ago. The most successful clubs aren't the ones with the biggest capacity. They're the ones with the longest lines outside. The velvet rope isn't there to keep people out. It's there to make getting in feel special. You can create your own velvet rope effect in any business. So let's talk about application processes. Instead of open enrollment, make people qualified to work with you, not the other way around. Limited availability rather than unlimited access. Whether it's consultation slots, product quantities, or membership spaces, scarcity drives demand. Invitation-only experiences that make customers feel chosen rather than pursued. Create insider events, early access programs, or exclusive previews for your best clients. Referral requirements that turn your existing customers into gatekeepers. When someone has to be recommended to access your services, both the referrer and the new client value the relationship more. The exclusivity spectrum. Now you might be thinking, this sounds great for luxury brands, but I'm not selling jewelry or high-end services. Well, here's the thing. Exclusivity exists on a spectrum. You don't need to be Cartier to use these principles. At the basic level, you can create exclusivity through limited time offers, early bird pricing, or member-only content. Even a simple first 100 customers only can create urgency and exclusivity. At the intermediate level, you might develop a tiered service structure where your premium offerings are genuinely limited. Create a VIP program with real benefits that aren't available to everyone. At the advanced level, you're building a brand that people aspire to be associated with. This is where you become not just a service provider, but a status symbol in your industry. The key is authenticity. Your exclusivity must be genuine, not manufactured. If you say you only work with 20 clients per year, that number needs to be real. If you claim limited availability, you need to actually turn business away. So let's talk about the implementation strategy. How do you start implementing exclusivity marketing in your business? Here's a roadmap. First, audit your current positioning. Are you positioning yourself as accessible to everyone or as selective about who you work with? There's a time and place for both. But if you're competing on price, you're probably too accessible. Second, identify your ideal client profile, get specific about who you want to work with, and then create barriers that filter out everyone else. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's essential for positioning yourself as exclusive. Third, create genuine scarcity. This could be limited appointment slots, restricted product quantities, or a cap on the number of clients you accept. The scarcity must be real to be effective. Fourth, develop your qualification process. Instead of saying yes to every opportunity, create a system that makes prospects prove they're the right fit for you. Remember, exclusivity isn't about being elitist, it's about being strategic. When you're selective about who you work with, you can deliver better results, charge premium prices, and build a stronger reputation. Thank you for watching this video today. The YouTube stats show we have thousands of viewers, and I genuinely appreciate your interest. Although many of you return to watch regularly, a tiny proportion of viewers are subscribers. So please like and subscribe, as it means more people will find this channel. Plus, you'll be the first to be notified of my next video. I'm committed to delivering value in every piece of content I create. And if there's ever a specific topic you'd like me to cover or a challenge you're facing in your business, please don't hesitate to let me know. Leave a message or set up a call. Your feedback and questions directly influence the content I create. Now, if you want to dive deeper into these concepts and discover how to implement exclusivity marketing in your specific situation, I invite you to continue this conversation. Head over to my Substack at theauthorityfigure.substack.com, where you'll find expanded insights, case studies, and premium content that goes far beyond what I can share in a single video. Or if you're ready to take action and want personalized guidance, you can book a complimentary authority assessment call with me at a time that suits your schedule. Visit calendly.com. It's a link nearby this video, and you'll find that I keep limited slots available to ensure focused and valuable discussions. Remember, in a world where everyone is shouting louder to get attention, sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is whisper to the right people. Make them come to you. I'll see you in the next video.